Hey, Mr. Clark, can you hear me? Mr. Clark, can you hear me?
Yeah, but look, I want you to make certain. I don't know that it makes sense because I'm about to run to this airport and try to make it there.
If you decided yes,
You heard me, Rodney?
you froze.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you speak a little bit louder though?
I'm literally getting off the airplane.
Okay, I got you. I can hear you.
Purple one? Okay.
I gotta go.
Thank you.
Right. No worries.
Yeah, both those.
500. I think we're done at this point, but.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. All right, guys.
All right, well, good evening, everyone.
Evening.
It is 6 o'clock, so the work session for mayor and council for August 18th is called to order. Miss Randy, can we have a roll call, please?
Yes. Good evening, Honorable Mayor Butler,
Yes,
Council
good
member.
evening.
council members and Chief of Staff, Ms. Warrior. This is the roll call for the work session of August 18th, 2025. Mayor Butler,
Present.
Council Member James.
Present.
Council Member Gunn,
Here.
Council Member Gutierrez.
Present.
Council Member Akins Wells.
Here.
Council Member Mears.
Here.
Mayor Butler, you have a quorum.
All right, thank you. The consent agenda, is there anything that the governing body desires to add or delete? All right, not hearing anything. Is there a motion to adopt and approve tonight's consent agenda?
So move.
That was Councilwoman James. There a second?
So-
That was Councilman Mears. Is there any discussion? Miss Randy, please.
Council Member James.
Yes.
Council Member Gunn. Council Member Gutierrez.
Yes.
Council Member Akins Wells. Yes. Council Member Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. The agenda itself, is there anything that the governing body desires to add or delete? All right, not hearing anything. Is there a motion to adopt tonight's agenda?
So move.
All right, that was Councilwoman James. Is there a second? That was Councilwoman Gunn. Is there any discussion? Miss Randy, please.
Council Member James.
Yes.
Council Member Gunn.
Yes.
Council Member Gutierrez.
Yes.
Council Member Akins Wells.
Yes.
Council Member Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Old business, council discussion and approval of case for conditional use permit 2025-03 for 4959 and 4965 West Street to establish a child care center within a single-family residential district. Background and history. The applicant requests approval for a conditional use permit to establish a child care center within the single-family residential district in Ward 2. Per Section 8-8-28, Single-Family Residential District, pre-K facilities and daycare centers require a conditional use permit to operate within the single-family residential district. On July 17th, 2025, the Planning Commission approved the conditional use permit request with conditions, and the conditions are as follows. If the applicant ceases to operate the business at this location, any subsequent operator or the property owner must obtain a new conditional use permit prior to commencing operations. Continued use of the property for this business type within a single-family residential district shall not be permitted without prior approval of a new conditional use permit by the Planning Commission and Mayor and Council. If the applicant ceases operating the business at this location, the property owner is required to adhere to Section 8-8-90, which is parking and standards and driving surfaces. All parking areas, including parking surfaces, interior drives, and ingress and egress into parking areas must be paved with asphalt or concrete. All parking areas shall be clearly painted to show each parking space. The proposed location has been granted a conditional use permit in the past to operate a daycare center, but due to there not being a consistent business use at this location, the ordinance requires that any new applicant reapply for a conditional use permit. If the mayor and council approve the conditional use permit request, the applicant will move forward with her business plans to establish a child care facility for children aged 6 weeks to 12 years.
Yes, once again, good evening,
Good evening.
Mayor, Council. We heard this item last time. We did have a public hearing. Once again, it is before you because at the time, the decision was that the council wanted the opportunity to take a look at the site based on staff's recommendations. And as read by the mayor, staff is recommending that the parking lot be paved. However, the caveat that staff originally gave was that when the next tenant comes into this location after this one, then the property owner would be required to fix the parking lot. However, there was discussion about getting the parking lot fixed prior to this applicant. So once again, this is before mayor and council to give a vote on what they would like to see happen with this particular petition.
Councilwoman James?
Yes, thank you so much for bringing this back up. After doing some research, I did reach out to our Public Works as well as our Code Compliance Department. I do recommend that there's some safety concerns that have to be addressed and the parking that needs to be corrected. So I would only be in favor if those items are taken care of prior to them getting the conditional use.
Councilwoman Gunn?
I had the chance to go and look at the property, and it is just not a good it's just not a good look compared to what we have across the street, which are the townhomes. I am standing on the grounds with James that they have to meet the prior conditions before they are allowed to lease out. And I think that's only fair to any person that's coming in to that property. I make sure I went in my little small car so I can feel all the bumps. And I backed up and did all of that. So prior to make sure that they adhere to what is mandated in the special conditions.
Councilman Gutierrez?
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I agree with my colleagues. I think, and not just this property, but I'm going to be honest with you all. I am really going to look into, and I think as well as the council, we share the same sentiment. We want different types of business in our community. We got to hold these landlords to the highest standards. There's no way. Some of our plazas too, it's just mediocre and they haven't been held to the standard, and we're catching up. You know, we're getting there slowly to the standard that we want with all of the different things that our staff does. But I think I mean, this is a perfect example of that, especially if there's going to be children there. We don't want, we want to be proactive and not wait till something happens to then say, oh, maybe that should have been fixed for the next one. No, especially for our little ones, we need to have the highest standards. So, yeah, just my 2 cents on that.
Councilwoman Wells?
Yes, I agree. Thanks.
Councilman Mears?
I agree also. I think it needs to be brought up to a higher standard than it is right now, just riding by, not going inside and looking, but just looking at the parking lot and everything. It needs some upgrades, and I agree with my colleagues that the owners of these properties that they're trying to lease or sell out need to be brought up to speed.
All right, thank you. New business, council discussion and approval to enter into a contract with New Image Towing and Wrecker Services. Background and history. The city has contracted towing services with New Image Towing since 2020. These services consist of towing, removal, storage, and impoundment of wrecked and disabled vehicles for private citizens within Forest Park, and include towing services for city-owned vehicles. The police department requests to continue these services by utilizing the cooperative contract with Clayton County and New Image Towing, which is located in Forest Park. This is a revenue-generating contract with admin fees paid to the city at $50 per vehicle and no charge for city-owned vehicles. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I'm here representing procurement. This is basically just a renewal, but the only change to this renewal is the price, the fee going up to $50 from last year. And that's basically the only change. There's police and city manager met with the towing company, and this is what came out of it, and that's why we're here.
All right, thank you, Councilwoman James.
No questions.
Councilwoman Gunn.
No.
Councilman Gutierrez. Councilwoman Wells.
No.
And Councilman Mears.
Well, I got a question. Is the police department, everybody involved, satisfied with the support of the record service to their business?
Yeah.
Are they helping us in all phases of the actions?
Well, coming from the meeting, they're satisfied, especially with the being able to generate just a little bit more for the revenue for the city. So it should be substantial.
I think they're doing us a good job. I watch them pretty regular around, and they've even come to my aid one time. I had misfortune of a blow up, but yes, I'm in favor.
All right, thank you. Council discussion and approval of surplus items from the Public Works Fleet Department. Background and history. The Public Works Department would like to declare the surplus items listed in Exhibit A. They consist of tools, equipment, and vehicles that are either broken or non-operable and occupy space that can be better utilized to secure operable equipment. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mayor and Council.
Good evening.
This is brought up for discussion for old equipment that has been with Public Works, it's no longer operable, and the repair cost exceeds the current value. We're asking for council and mayor to approve the list.
All right, thank you. Councilwoman James,
No questions.
Councilwoman Gunn,
You said approve the list.
Yes, there should have been a list attached. It's a list of lawn equipment and police vehicles.
Thank you.
Councilman Gutierrez,
No questions. Thank you, sir.
Councilwoman Wells,
No.
and Councilman Mears. All right, thank you. Council discussion on the recycling center at 327 Lamar Drive. Background and history. Recycling has long been a priority issue for Forest Park, both at the leadership level and among residents. However, past efforts, including the operation of a city-managed recycling center, encountered significant limitations. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many services, including recycling, were reduced or eliminated due to budget constraints. In 2022, a new operational contract with Waste Management was executed, prioritizing cost control and service oversight. That contract introduced real-time monitoring capabilities for curbside carts, providing the city with new enforcement and education tools. To pilot a monitored community drop-off recycling program that maximizes education, minimizes contamination, and builds the foundation for a permanent, scalable recycling solution. The pilot features include a 1-month trial period at 327 Lamar Drive. It will be scheduled for 6 hours of operation. The accepted materials are clean, pre-sorted recyclables, specific list to be distributed at in public materials, and partnership terms. Waste Management will waive hauling costs during that time, and the city will cover the cost of the on-site service attendant to support operations and educate residents. Good evening.
Good evening again, Mayor and City Council. This was a discussion that's brought up as a pilot program. I've asked Waste Management representative to explain a little bit more in depth if there's any questions.
Thank you, Director. Good evening, Mayor and Council.
Good evening.
As Director Matthews was stating, this has been a topic for a lot of the Forest Park residents since really 2020, as mentioned. And what we would like to do together is kind of reopen the recycling center, get the community involved by educating them on what materials that shouldn't go in the carts, recycling carts, which is trash now, and get the City of Forest Park into a sustainable recycling community. So in just discussion, we want to see what happens after this month trial, come back to council, kind of give you all the numbers on the tonnage of recycling, clean, non-contaminated materials that are collected. And the difference is, in the past, we used that center really as a dump site, and this will be a true recycling center that the residents can take advantage of.
All right, thank you. Councilwoman James,
Thank you. This is much needed. Thank you.
Councilwoman Gunn.
So when we clean our plastics before we throw them in the trash can, and you guys go through all the process and everything, did the city get a check in some kind of way with this?
So in this program, this is more about really educating, because currently right now, there's no check because all of the carts are contaminated. So this is a trial to, again, re-engage the community to what is proper recycling materials, plastics, cardboard, paper, and even glass. So Forest Park would be one of kind of the few cities that on the south side that accepts glass. Currently, right now, you cannot put glass in your cart. So this is a program we want to communicate before we reopen. Go to the town halls and explain to all your constituents what are proper recycling materials. So to answer your question, Councilwoman, there's no rebate because what we want to do, we want to kind of single stream the process to make it easier for the constituents. And the containers that we're going to have at the recycling center will be have the proper verbiage and working with the communications team, kind of educating what goes where. So they'll drive up, put their paper in one slot, put their glass in another slot, and put their cardboard in another slot and drive away. So we want to make it as easy as possible for them during this trial.
Councilman Gutierrez.
Yeah, thank you. Nice seeing you, sir. We have your check back here still.
Look, we can use that as well.
I just wanted, excited about this, and I hope that we can work with our PIO, who's amazing at marketing, and make some educational videos of what we can, they can throw away and whatnot. And I look forward to seeing what the study shows, because some constituents ask about recycling. Some enjoy having 2 trash days. Most enjoy having 2 trash days, but I think we gotta use it for what it's meant to be, and and not make our carbon footprint bigger than it is, and just educate the little ones to take care of our environment. So I'm excited to hear about this.
Councilwoman Wells. Thank you. Councilman Mears.
Yes, sir. I've had a lot of people complain or are going to be happy about this. I wonder if we could maybe work in a joint venture type thing to send out a flyer or something in the mail with this kind of information on it. Because a lot of people, older people, don't have computers. They don't. Cannot get people to call up here and run our digest or anything like that. So if we had something that we could send and put in the mailbox or put in the mail, that people, when they get their mail, they'll see it. And when you come up to them, they say, well, I didn't get it. Well, you got your mail, you got to, something along the guidelines of what they need to do or know to do.
One of the things Director Matthews and I kind of really discussed was attending the town halls. So that's where literature can be also hand delivered. So they can't say, Councilman Mears, well, I didn't get it. Well, you attended the town hall. So we want to definitely provide that as well as what's on the website too, tackling both. But yeah, the POI and Public Works, we want this to go as flawless, right? Exactly, because we don't want to go back the way where we had it before, where outside residents of Forest Park were coming in just dumping refrigerators and C&D construction debris. We don't want that. We want that area to be for the residents of Forest Park.
That's good, because I know the block parties are real successful now, and there's a lot of good information put out at those block parties, such as this right here would be a good place to communicate.
Yeah, and I plan to attend them all, as well as with some of the operational managers within Forest Waste Management and some of the drivers. So definitely.
Good. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And we do have executive session, so I'm going to ask for a motion to recess the work session and enter into executive session for personnel, litigation, real estate, and legal matters.
So moved.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second? That was Councilwoman Gunn. Is there any discussion? Ms. Randy, please.
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Gunn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells.
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Adjourn the executive session and reconvene into our work session. That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second? That was Councilwoman Wells. Is there any discussion? All right, Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James. Councilmember Gunn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells.
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Now is there a motion, the work session is officially adjourned and it is 7:02. And the regular session for mayor and council for August 18th is called to order. Tonight's invocation will be done by Elder Cook. All right, so all those who are able to stand, can you please do so? Remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Amen. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we just come to you this day. First, just thank you for life and breath in our bodies, Father. We thank you for our opportunity to gather here, God. All those who were able to make it here safely, God, we just take a moment to say thank you. Father, we thank you, Lord, for the business that's on the agenda for today. God, we ask for your wisdom to come forth, Father, that we may make decisions that are pleasing in your sight. God, that we may put this city in a place to be blessed and prosperous, just as you called it to, Father. Lord, I ask that you anoint your leadership, Father God, with unity, that your commanded blessing may be upon this household, and even the parishioners, Father God, and the people who are here to support. Father, I pray right now, God, you give us, God, the strength to continue to support those who are in authority in this city. Father, we ask for your blessings. We ask for your peace in this place. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Miss Randy, can we have a roll call, please?
Yes. Good evening, Honorable Mayor Butler, council members, and City Manager, Mr. Clark. This is the roll call for the regular session of August 18th, 2025. Mayor Butler,
Present.
Councilmember James,
Present.
Councilmember Gunn,
Present.
Councilmember Gutierrez,
Yes. Present.
Councilmember Akins Wells,
Here.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am,
Mayor
here.
Butler, you have a quorum.
All right, thank you. The consent agenda, as with the work session, is there anything that the governing body desires to add or delete from tonight's consent agenda? All right, not hearing anything, is there a motion to adopt and approve tonight's consent agenda?
So moved.
Councilwoman James, is there a second?
Second.
That's Councilwoman Wells. Is there any discussion? Ms. Randy, please.
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Gunn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells.
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. The agenda itself. Is there anything that the governing body desires to add or delete? All right, not seeing anything. Is there a motion to adopt tonight's agenda?
So moved.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second? That was Councilwoman Gunn. Is there any discussion? All right, Ms. Randy.
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Gunn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells.
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the minutes from August 4th and our special call meeting on August 13th. Has everyone had the opportunity to review? And if so, are there any changes to be recommended?
No, Mayor, make a motion, we accept.
All right, that was Councilwoman James. Is there a second?
A second.
All right, thank you. Is there any discussion? All right, thank you. Ms. Randy?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Gunn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells.
Yes. Sorry.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Randy, can you read the disclaimer for our public comments, please?
Yes. For the Charter, Section 2-1-7, Rules of Procedure and Decorum. Comments will be limited for a total of 3 minutes per speaker. 21 minutes are allotted in total. Thank you. Members of the public are not allowed to participate in any debate or discussion conducted by the governing body members. All public comments must be limited to matters on the agenda or over which the governing body has jurisdiction. Each speaker must maintain a decorous demeanor and refrain from personal attacks upon members of the governing body or employees, shouting and using obscene language. All questions and comments shall be directed to the presiding officer, and members of the governing body may respond to the comments during their closing comments if they desire.
Thank you. And we have two tonight, and up first is Ms. Falami.
Good evening, Madam Chair, Pro James, and the elected governing body. I stand before you. This is really heartbreaking out of all the great things that happened to me this week, especially with the public work, Mr. Matthews coming in our district, our ward, to fix and prepare North Parkway in reference to a really fatality accident could have happened, but I reached out to him. He assessed that road. He came over and he did a wonderful, amazing job. I wanted to give him his kudos because I watched him do the job. Councilman Gucci, yeah, I'm gonna reach out to you later. But I want to move on because I'm here. It saddened me to really be before you this evening with what my mind is set on right now. And that is because we are a striving, thriving community. I stand before you as humble as I know. I had written something, but I think this is a place I need to come from my heart. It saddened me to have to ask our mayor to step down and step aside due to the fact of your behavior, your ethics, moral, your misconduct. You would not apologize to the constituents. Neither have I heard you apologize to your colleagues. I think to transition our city into a new direction with our city mayors have our city manager has already put in his resignation. I think a transparency with the dais in those two leadership, especially the mayor. I personally wanted to come before you to ask you to step aside because I brought you here. I gave you water when you were thirsty. I fed you when you was hungry. I taught you when you didn't have wisdom. But for you to actually put a R-rated verbiage in a memo that is government paperwork, I feel some kind of way. And the people actually believed in me. And I said to you, I will believe in you until you believe in yourself. I don't think it's the end of your career, but I do think it's the end for you with Forest Park because you have to lead by an example. You cannot expect people under you to do one thing and you conduct yourself in another way. This is hard for me because I love you like a child. And I'm coming to you. I could have asked my candidate to come and do it, as I asked you to go to David Lockhart, and you remember. But I want to do this because I'm humbly being as respectfully as I can to ask you to step aside so that we can continue to thrive. And we want to thank you for your service. God bless you on your next endurance.
Thank
God bless
you. Thank you.
I yield my time.
Ms. Franklin.
Hello. This is to the mayor and the city council. I'm here on behalf of Calvary Refuge. I don't know if you all heard it this morning, but Miss Keisha was on 11 News. The shelter is in crisis. They're threatening to close. And I don't know what we or you all as a community can do to help. Maybe we can do some fundraising. A lot of their grants have been taken away from them. So right now, I'm really concerned about it because I've been working with Calvary for over 20 years. I've volunteered. I've also worked there. And I'm just very concerned. I was there as of this morning. When I left there, we had 44 homeless people there. And I don't want to see these people on the street. You know, I don't know where they're going to go if they close down. And it's a sad situation right now. So I just wanted the council to know, and I wanted the citizens to know, maybe we can get together and do something to help raise funds to try to keep this shelter going because right now we are doing a campaign of trying to raise money, but you know, it's just not coming in that fast. So that was what I wanted to, you know, just tell everyone, you know, like I said, citizens as well as the city council. And, you know, I'm here, y'all know me. You know, I'm always here for whatever. So whatever we decide or you all decide that we would like to do, just give me a call. You know, I'm there as a volunteer, okay? All right. So thank you.
Thank you. And up next, we have our city manager's report.
Yes, ma'am. Members of the governing body and members of this community, first to address Calvary Refuge. We have been in contact with other community advocates that are advocating on behalf of Calvary. And within the last 2 hours, we've spoken with Clayton County to see what type of partnership we're able to fund for purposes of getting the water back running at their additional site. And I think the historical abstract on that facility is that the city actually erected that facility and turned it over to Calvary. And I think it's important for this governing body to really focus on it because they are only able to house, I want to say it was close to 55 residents there now, but 59 residents, but with that additional structure, they get back up to over 100. So it is something that this governing body is taking seriously. I just wanted to address that they are looking to do something. City manager's report, this is the July 2025 back to school edition. So first, just some general updates from our governing body members. So we had a partnership for the Back to School Bash, of course, the monthly ward meetings in Ward 1, the continuous fitness activities with Ward 2, as well as a gun fan giveaway. Ward 3, again, the continuing Star Wars movie and the Summer Bash just held annually. I'm sorry, the ongoing efforts for the community closet. And Fun Friday for Ward 4, as well as the Back to School Drive partnership in Ward 5. This image just shows some of the various events happening in and around the city. One of the things I'll point out on this video is the 3D optical machine, or whatever it is called, the picture to the bottom right, as well as I don't see the other one, but it was a good time just seeing our governing body members get on that and try the whole virtual reality space because it's the next thing. All right. Within our Chief of Staff's office, we are happy to report that we are totally done with phase 2 of the home improvement program. So a big round of applause to this governing body for $1.3 million. In addition to that, as we've presented in previous meetings, we've completed the performance reporting dashboard, and it's been launched for all of the public to see. Within the office of the city clerk for the month of July, there were a total of 62 open records requests, of which 43 were completed and 19 were canceled. Within code enforcement, you can see we're still having great success in removing a lot of these junk vehicles, as well as some of these dilapidated structures. In fact, for the month of July, code enforcement handled 689 cases, as well as we get into the political season, there have been several signs within the rights of way. And so code enforcement had to remove 57 of those. So we just asked the candidates to keep the signs out of the rights of way. And if the signs are picked up, they're not thrown away. All right, this is just a picture of our amazing Forest Park High School band at the Back to School Bash that we had. Within the Office of Economic Development, of course, we appointed through this governing body Rochelle Dennis as the Economic Development Director, and she's hit the ground running already. So we're really proud of the work and the partnerships that she's bringing to the table and to this council over the course of the next several months. We also hosted a very large community town hall on July 2nd as it relates to the proposed data center. And I think that was a great way for us to educate our community as to the happenings in Forest Park. The other thing that I'll note, I'm sure Ward 4 will cover this, I've never seen a job fair with as many participants as we had in this city, but I'll keep that for Ms. Wells in her comments. Property and infrastructure improvements within our Economic Development Department, we had to install a new HVAC system at 819 Forest Parkway. And again, there's just so much happening within the Office of Economic Development. And we'll ask that you keep your eyes out for the Blues on Main event that is coming up later in the year. Within the Office of Finance, I will not bore you with that small print because I cannot read it, but we fielded $498,000 worth of purchase orders in the month of July. Again, these are just some of the smiling faces at our back to school bash. In our fire department, award-winning fire department, might I add, we actually had a great success story that I would like to yield and ask Chief Clemens to share with this community our success story as to how we took one of our employees to deeper heights just to make certain that he passed the exam and the results. So Chief Clemens.
All right, greetings, Mayor and Council. As you know, that we've been onboarding, when we started to onboard our non-certified members, we had a few of our members that, had some challenges with the Advanced AMT National Registry exam. But what we've done, one of our new hires, Paramedic Steiner, who teaches paramedic students at, what's that school? Faithful Guardian. She was able to spend some time with a few of our recruits, along with Mr. Anderson, Lieutenant Anderson, to give them some test-taking strategies. So a couple of our recruits have now successfully passed their national registry exam. 2 of them did it on the first attempt. They've been having trouble on the first attempt, so 2 of them have successfully completed that exam on the first attempt. We have a couple more to go, but they're making headway. So thank you, Mr. Clark, for allowing that opportunity as well. And fire department's still rocking and rolling.
And the reason I wanted to point out that success story is because if the recruits don't pass the test, they can no longer work in the city. So instead of terminating our employees, just again with this partnership, we just allowed them another opportunity at their life and their professional career. So again, thank you, Chief Clemens, and your amazing team. All right, within our Office of Human Resources, we are continuing to fill our positions. You can see that these numbers are coming down every month. In addition to that, our HR department has worked on finalizing everything relative to our pension plan to ensure that the questions from our employees have answers and that all of the numbers that our employees are receiving as it relates to this new pension plan are fair and accurate. All right, within our IT department, for the month of July, the baseline metric was 75%, of which they accomplished 100%. We are extremely proud of the work that our IT department is doing, and we're still looking to expand that department based upon the recently adopted budget. Within the Office of Municipal Court Services, we're still working on probation services as we discussed within our strategic planning retreat. But for the month of July, we were able to dispose about 737 citations, as well as we cleared 297 failure to appears from our records. All right, within the Office of Planning and Community Development, we're still working on finalizing and bringing full circle that concierge model. Governing body members, we hear you loud and clear as to your desires in streamlining the operations of that office and making it easier for the end users. So that's something that we are continuing to work through. This picture just shows some of the efforts of our code compliance department, and this is Supervisor Onisha Scott. Onisha Scott shared that Forest Park is the best place she's ever worked in life. So we're happy to have her on board. All right, for our police department for the month of July, there were 1,984 traffic stops issued. And one of the things I want to point out is that even though that is 1,900 traffic stops, you will note that there were only 596 citations issued. However, 1,470 warnings were given. Our police department is doing an amazing job of being proactive, not reactive, so that individuals know that our police department is working with them, not against them. For the month of July, we had a total of 136 arrests. 114 were misdemeanors and 22 were felonies. The other thing I want to point out on this report is that through the efforts of our evidence department, we were able to receive 23 firearms, keeping them off the street. So again, thank you, Sergeant Daniel, for all that you do in the evidence department. Woo! Man. All right, within our Office of Public Information, again, we had several news releases that went out. They promoted the following events: the back to school event, the Get Fit with Gun, Fun Friday, the Clean Sweep event, Game Night, Star Wars, et cetera, et cetera. And our top social media post for the month of July was schools almost in session for Clayton County. But first, we celebrated the remaining summer break in style. On behalf of the Forest Park governing body, we'd like to thank everyone who came out to this year's Back to School Bash. So again, our social media is still continuing to blast in this community. This shows some of our amazing public works employees on the grill for that event. Within the Office of Public Works, there were a total of 42 hours. That doesn't sound right at all. But there were debris removed from 9 additional locations, and the street sweeper swept approximately 60 streets, and it took us about 8 hours to haul tires. And the other number I want to point out is the 15 hours of event setup time that our Public Works Department did. All right. Again, some of the projects that are on the way. Rock Cut Sidewalk Project is still under review. Linda Wade, that notice to proceed has been issued. For those residents that are in the area, you can see what's happening there. I believe that project has been on the books for a long time, so we're happy to get it off the ground. The building and maintenance storage shed that they're working on just for additional storage needed for their departments. The Legacy Dog Park with Ward 2, Councilwoman Gunn. And we are just waiting on establishing a date for the groundbreaking ceremony of that park, which will be over at Bill Lee. All right, again, just some additional pictures from the Back to School Bash. Within the Office of Recreation and Leisure, there were a total of $481 in daily passes issued. Total revenue for the month of July for Rec and Leisure was $30,456. We're excited about some of the amazing field trips that our Legacy residents were able to attend. They attended Greenbrier Mall. I questioned why they were going to Greenbrier Mall, but they in fact had a good time at their healthcare boot camp. They also attended the First Baptist Church of Morrow's Sassy and Smooth Seniors. They attended a spa day at Macy's, which included free facials, manicures, makeovers, and gift baskets. The community healthcare event that they attended in the Gardens Restaurant, as well as they attended a 6-week painting and craft workshop over at Jonesy's Place. This concludes my city manager's report for the month of March, as well as it concludes my city manager's report. Thank you, Forest Park, for the opportunity to serve you. It has really been the thrill of my life. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You didn't have to say that. Thank you. I had to get when I seen that.
Okay. All right, so we have 2 proclamations for tonight. The first is in recognition of UNIDO's dual language school music teacher, Roger Rousseau. And the second is in recognition of the Boots family contribution to affordable housing and Southern Crescent for Humanity. All right, so can everyone come down with me, please?
Should I ring the fire extinguisher?
They may do, they can.
That goes with the background.
Yes, yes. We're gonna,
Wait,
once
when
we
you
do the
the
proclamation,
proclamation, then
So before Mayor Butler reads the proclamation for Mr. Russo, I want to say that I was thoroughly impressed when he invited, he had a performance for the students at UNIDO's, and this is the elementary school, and they have a marching band and a band. And so we were invited out. They performed at the library, and we were able to go, and they did an amazing job. So we invited them to come perform at Forest Park High School, and they did an amazing job. And so recently we were told by our superintendent that the district is now going to focus on elementary schools doing music. And I said, hold up. we got somebody already in Forest Park that's doing music. And I was like, okay, we're gonna recognize him. We're gonna make sure he gets the kudos that he deserves. So, Mayor Butler.
Okay. So the proclamation is as follows. Whereas Mr. Roger Rousseau is a distinguished music educator, professional musician, and composer who has dedicated more than 30 years to teaching and performing. And whereas since joining the Clayton County Public School System in 2000 as a general music teacher at Hendricks Drive Elementary, now Unidos Dual Language STEM School, Mr. Rousseau has passionately championed music education and arts enrichment for the students of Forest Park. And whereas in 2004, with the unwavering support of then Principal Ms. Kelly Ville, Mr. Rousseau revived the school's elementary band program, which had been inactive since the 1990s, reigniting a legacy of music instruction that continues to flourish. And whereas through his resourcefulness and determination, Mr. Rousseau secured substantial musical instrument donations from organizations such as the Shelley Wright Foundation and the American Pawnbrokers Association, allowing students to participate in an after-school band program that has now thrived for over 2 decades. And whereas in 2006, Mr. Rousseau expanded his impact by founding the Unidos Percussion Ensemble, creatively repurposing donated 5-gallon buckets into percussion instruments, further demonstrating his innovation and commitment to accessible music education. And whereas under the leadership of Unidos Principal Emma Brandy, and with the continued support of school administration and dedicated parents, Mr. Rousseau's ensembles have performed regularly throughout the community, including appearances at the Forest Park Library and Forest Park High School, showcasing the students' talent and growth. And whereas Mr. Rousseau has instilled in his students not only the technical skills of playing and performing music, but also the confidence, discipline, and creativity needed to become middle school musicians, arts leaders, and community contributors. Now, therefore, it proclaimed, the Forest Park governing body does hereby recognize and commend Mr. Roger Rousseau for his extraordinary contributions to the lives of young musicians and the cultural enrichment of our community, and express profound gratitude for his continued service and dedication to the arts education.
And we do have our school board member, Miss Victoria Williams. Miss Williams, oh, and come on. And she has a presentation for Mr. Roger.
Yes, on behalf of the Clayton County School Board, I'd like to present you with this plaque that says, in honor of over 20 years of dedicated service and visionary leadership in reviving the elementary band program, inspiring generations through the gift of music. Thank you.
Real quick, I just got to get my words in on Mr. Rousseau. I had the pleasure of working with him as a colleague, and Mr. Rousseau, just thank you. Thank you so much, not just for teaching music, but having a male figure in an elementary school is not very common. A lot of, you know, it's a space where there's a lot of ladies. So you taught my daughter, and every single person that has gone through Unidos has learned something from you. So just thank you for your dedication. And the knowledge that you instilled in our community. Thank you, Mr. Rousseau. And he also emails us constantly to make sure that the sidewalks are drawn, the stop signs are there. So he's a constant advocate for Unidos. So thank you, Mr. Rousseau.
All right, wow. Yep, there we are. Okay. No. I brought my horn, but thank you so much. Thank you, Mayor Butler. Thank you, Councilmember Williams. Thank you, the Forest Park City Council. Thank you, Ms. Williams. Board Member Williams. I did not, this was a surprise. I was not expecting this. and not expecting, there we go, dropped it. But really, it was one of those things where it was like when I went in 2000 and I wanted to do music. Well, then I realized, like, oh, first I have to learn how to teach. And then after about 4 years, I was like, well, I kind of can do this. Let's have a band. And I asked everybody, why don't we have an elementary band in Clayton County? And they said, we don't. And I was like, why? And so I just set about trying to find instruments. I was like, please, anybody who's got instruments. And I'm seeing so many of my former band members, it's Unitas alumni here who showed up to support you. Thank you so much. And thank you to the parents. Once again, thank you, Mayor Butler. Thank you, Miss Williams. And thank you, Councilmember James and Councilmember James. We're going to give you a proclamation. I was like, okay, sure, but thank you. This is just something I do. But thank you all very much. And thank you, Principal Brandy, my principal back there. And thank you so much. And to all the parents is like this, the parental support. I'm seeing parents here and so many parents, and brought the students out. I was like, yes, they'll be there, Mr. Russo. I was like, okay. And so once again, thank you, everyone. Thank you, community. And just keep the music in the schools. Whatever we need to do, you can come up with a way to do it, because if you just be creative.
We want to take a picture. And all your former students and Principal Brandy. Principal Brandy. You can stand right up here in front of me. All right. You can.
Come in the middle.
Okay, you stay. The guy with them.
What we're doing?
We're gonna do Habitat first, and then the Boots family. This one first. So before we do this next proclamation, this is a full circle moment for this proclamation that we're going to be giving. The first one is going to be to Habitat for Humanity. And the next one is for the Boots family, and you all will hear the information about that. And then we have two family members, Miss Tiffany Cobb, and I'm probably gonna butcher the first name, Carissa, who were recipients. So you all pay attention to this great information that you're gonna receive right now.
Will the representatives for Habitat for Humanity please come forward?
Thank you.
Okay, so the proclamation is as follows. Whereas safe, decent, and affordable housing is a critical foundation for strong families and thriving communities. And whereas Southern Crescent Habitat for Humanity has been a vital partner in the mission to eliminate substandard housing and homelessness in the Southern Crescent region of Georgia, including the city of Forest Park. And whereas since its founding, Southern Crescent Habitat for Humanity has worked tirelessly to build, rehabilitate, and repair homes for hardworking families, empowering them with the tools and support needed for long-term success and home ownership. And whereas the organization's work is grounded in the spirit of partnership, engaging volunteers, donors, civic organizations, and faith-based communities to uplift neighborhoods and inspire hope. And whereas Southern Crescent Habitat for Humanity not only provides shelter, but promotes self-reliance and dignity. helping families break the cycle of poverty through education, financial literacy, and community engagement. And whereas the City of Forest Park is proud to collaborate with Southern Crescent Habitat for Humanity to support initiatives that strengthen housing opportunities and foster inclusive growth. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Forest Park governing body does hereby issue this proclamation in recognition of Southern Crescent Habitat for Humanity and encourages all residents to celebrate and support the ongoing efforts of this impactful organization whose mission continues to transform lives and build a brighter future for all. Is there anything? Yeah, I would.
Thank you so much, Mayor and Council, and your wonderful staff for working with us. Our very first house was built in the late 80s, right here in the city of Forest Park. And so we thank you for your recognizing our efforts and continuing to partner with us as we celebrate 40 years in 2026. Thank you all.
Oh. I still want y'all to stay after he takes a picture.
Got one more staff member who's here. Can you jump up, Nick? Come on. Mm-hmm.
So if y'all don't mind staying while we read this next proclamation. I met this gentleman when I went to, y'all stay, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I met this I met this gentleman when we had a home, I guess it was a home dedication or home blessing. And I found out that his family donated the land to Habitat for Humanity. And so I said, you know what? This is awesome. So I wanted to recognize him. Mr.
Yes, one second. Okay, so the proclamation in recognition of the Boots family contribution to affordable housing is as follows. Whereas the City of Forest Park acknowledges and celebrates acts of generosity that promote community growth, housing opportunity, and the spirit of compassion. And whereas in the 1960s, Jack and Betty Boots acquired 2 parcels of land off O'Hara Drive in Clayton County, Georgia, which later passed to their children, Steve and Patty Boots, following their parents' passing. And whereas recognizing that the long unused lots had the potential to serve a greater purpose, Steve and Patty Boots chose to donate the land to Southern Crescent Habitat for Humanity in 2021. Absolutely. Absolutely. And whereas the donation led to the construction of 2 new homes for hardworking families, each of whom contributed more than 300 hours of sweat equity toward achieving the dream of home ownership and a brighter future. And whereas the Boots family's selfless and quiet act of generosity exemplifies the highest ideals of civic responsibility and human kindness, positively impacting the lives of others without seeking recognition or reward. Now, therefore, it be it proclaimed, the Forest Park governing body does express sincere gratitude to the Boots family for their contribution to the improvement of our community. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Very, very nice.
And one final full circle moment. We have 2 of the ladies here, Miss Tiffany Cobb and Miss Carissa Williams. And your certificate reads as follows.
Oh, so the certificate says, on this day, August 18th, 2025, we recognize your new beginning in the city of Forest Park. We proudly welcome you to our community. Your partnership with Southern Crescent Habitat for Humanity is a testament to strength, perseverance, and hope. May your home be filled with peace, growth, and lasting joy. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
I would like to thank Mr. Boots. Thank you so much. Me and my kids love our home. They will not leave their rooms and the backyard. So we love it. Thank you so, so much. And for Ms. Williams too. She said the same thing.
Okay.
Hold up.
Oh, you can stand. All right.
Appreciate it.
Come back in.
And I love your Monday messages, by the way.
Oh, good.
Thank you so much.
To do that.
Mr. Boots, thank you so much. Yes. Ricky, are we giving this up?
You tried to get to it when he was presenting.
I didn't take it. I'm gonna hang it in my office.
I think we should just.
Okay, consent agenda.
What did we even use that money for? Didn't even do nothing with it.
We did it. Oh,
You probably just went to the general fund.
We have to have stage props.
I did. Did we need it? Oh, sorry. All right, old business, council discussion and approval of conditional use permit 2025-03 for 4959 and 4965 West Street to establish a child care center within a single-family residential unit. We got it. Is there a motion on this item?
Madam Mayor, I would like to make a motion that we approve this item with the condition set forth in our ordinance, section 8-8-90 regarding parking conditions, and section 8-8-78.3 regarding the facility when it's used for child care center.
All right, there's that motion. Is there a second? That was Councilwoman Gunn. Is there any discussion? All right, Ms. Randy.
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Gunn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells.
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Council approval to enter into a contract with New Image Towing and Wrecker Services. Is there a motion to approve this item?
So move.
That was Councilman Mears, a second by Councilwoman James. Is there any other discussion? All right, Ms. Randy?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Gunn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells.
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Council approval of surplus items from the Public Works Fleet Department. Is there a motion to approve this item?
So move.
Thank you, Councilwoman James. Is there a second?
I
All
second.
right, thank you. That was Councilwoman Gunn. Is there any further discussion? All right. Miss Randy, please.
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Gunn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells.
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. Is there a motion to approve the temporary construction easements on Linda Way for the city's sidewalk improvement projects from the city's Public Works Department?
So moved.
Thank you. That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second? I can't find this. That was Councilwoman Dunn with the second. Is there any discussion? All right, Ms. Randy?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Dunn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells.
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Is there a motion authorizing the temporary acquisition of certain real property located in Land Lot 79, 13th Land District, City of Forest Park, Clayton County, Georgia, by way of negotiated purchase or, where necessary, by way of eminent domain for public purposes, to authorize the approval of any necessary documents as to form and substance?
So moved.
Thank you. That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second?
A second.
That was Councilman Mears. Is there any discussion? Ms. Randy?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Dunn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells.
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Is there a motion to approve the resignation and general release agreement between the City of Forest Park and Ricky Clark Jr.?
So moved.
Second.
It's not on here, sir. All right, thank you. Is there any discussion? All right, Ms. Randy?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Dunn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells.
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yeah.
Put something over here. Here. All right, is there a motion to authorize, wait, this is the same thing. We did that one. Oh, that's these two, right? Okay. All right, I do believe that is it. Did I miss anything?
City manager, interim.
Oh, yes. Please forgive me. Is there a motion to accept our very own Chief Latasha Clemens to serve as our interim city manager?
So moved.
Thank
I'll
you.
second.
That was Councilwoman Wells. Is there a second? That was a second by Councilman Gutierrez. It's gonna be unanimous. Can we do the vote to make it official? Ms. Randy? Oh, thank you. Gutierrez.
Yes.
Wait, we gotta do the vote to make it official.
Okay, Councilmember James.
Aye.
Councilmember Dunn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
C, because Unidos was here, yes.
Okay, Councilmember Akins Wells.
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now.
I just want to say, again, greetings, Mayor, Madam Mayor and Council,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Clark. First of all, I wanted to say, Mr. Clark, it's been a pleasure working, serving alongside of you for the past couple years. I've been here going on my fifth year, and I can attest that, and as I said in our executive staff meeting, that this is the most stable that I feel that the city has been, with you leading the way as city manager. And I know I can, I'm speaking on behalf of the directors, what you brought to this city, the energy, the vision, I think it's second to none. And I don't come to fill your shoes. I just want to try to walk in them.
No. All right.
So Mayor and Council, thank you for this opportunity. I didn't say anything to my two deputies because I'm a believer of putting a stamp on it before I speak things into existence. So we'll have our staff meeting tomorrow. We'll talk about, talk about how we're going to monopolize the fire department. The fire department is steady because I have the best leadership team, that I've been served with. But these directors, I'm sure they're going to continue to do what they do. The city's going to move forward. We have great leaders that are leading this city, and I just want to continue to be a part of fulfilling the vision of this great city, the community. You have my trust, my commitment. As I told the leadership, that if it's legal, if it's ethical, that's just my standard on how I lead, and just empowering everybody to be their their full potential. So thank you again.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Jones?
So thank you all so much for coming out. I want to thank Southern Crescent Habitat for Humanity once again, the Boots family. Once again, we're excited about the new homeowners that we have in the city. Big shout out to the fire department for recognizing the talent that you have and giving the opportunity to those to be empowered to get to the next level in their education. Want to remind everyone that we have our award meeting every third Thursday of the month. This month we will feature Ray's Southern. I forgot the name of it.
Ray Southern Food.
Yeah, Ray's Southern Food as our guest. So if you never eaten there before, make sure you check out our award meeting at the Hartsfield Community Center at 5 o'clock on the third Thursday. Also on this Saturday, I know it's early in the season and we've struggled to kind of get this going, but we are having our homecoming parade. It starts at 11 o'clock. So if you're able to come out and support those candidates that we wrestled together to try to get in there and get their positions as 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade in Miss Forest Park, we will conclude at the amphitheater for the kickoff of Director Maxwell's, what is that called? Tailgate celebration. So we were introduced to court and the band will perform and we might have some other little surprises for you all. So come on out and support our community. Our kids are a part of our community. They are a large part of our community. So let's come out and support them. Thanks a lot.
Councilwoman Gunn.
I'm so excited, but it's a bittersweet transition that the city is in, but I know that we are in good hands because we have some of the most amazing department heads. And I want to give a big shout out to the HR department. Now, there's a conference that's coming up. I'm just learning this, you guys. It's called LEAP HR. And it's where all of the HR departments come together. I think it's in I forgot what state it is in, but our very own HR director, Shalonda Brown, is going to be one of the panelists. I think that is major. You guys give the HR department a big kudos, hands up. My very first conference, I saw people from all spectrums of Georgia, and we didn't have anybody that was representing Forest Park itself. So I'm excited for our names to be on the book way over in, I don't know, what city is it? Ohio? Colorado. Good googly moogly. You better take 2 or 3 fans with you. Good googly moogly. And so I just want to thank you guys. Also, the Legacy Bark Park groundbreaking will take place Friday, August 29th. That is going to be at Bill Lee Park, 725 Main Street at 2:30. You guys come out and don't bring your little family members with you that day. Okay, but we're gonna have a little party for them. Don't bring your little family members that day, okay? And so not that day now on the ground, but the groundbreaking
It's for the dogs.
Wait till we get the concrete pole and everything.
Dog park with no dog.
But I'm so excited about that. One of our residents had a conversation with me, and me and Ann, we dialogue about that, and I just connected in with our city leaders, and everybody was on board. And I'm excited because everybody just came together collectively, and all I do, I'm just sitting in the background while everybody else working. And so you guys come out. It is going to be a place for our family members to come with their extended family members, which would be their very own pets and loved ones. What do y'all call them? Fur babies.
Fur baby.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and buy me one of them plush dogs and put a leash on them that day. So y'all be watching. I'm coming out with a play. That is basically it. City Council Wells. That was my first time coming out to Forest Park Day. Good googly moogly to the fifth power and beyond. It was people packed from shoulder to shoulder. And I stayed all of 15 minutes and got all I needed in the 15 minutes. So, but it was amazing to see how the teams came together and see the interworking with that. You guys be blessed, be intentional. Y'all get home safe.
Councilman Gutierrez.
Thank you everybody for coming out. Beautiful day today. I love those special moments where we recognize people in our community like Mr. Russo and Mr. Boots. Yeah, great seeing everybody. Forest Park Day was awesome. I never seen live wrestling, so I get to see one of our councilwomen hit somebody with a chair, and I got it on camera. So if anybody wants to watch it. But yeah, I think we should copyright Googly Moogly. What you say? Put it on a shirt because we need to put on a shirt. I don't know what it means, but it sounds cool. But anyway, thank you everybody for coming. Chief Clemens, you got my support, my sister. I am just so happy that you're going to be in that position. Not that, we don't have competent people, but I think you are a very well-rounded leader that is going to help us transition into the next step and fill the hole that Mr. Clark left, who was hopscotching. ¿Cómo se dice? How do you say that?
Double Dutch.
Double Dutch, the jump ropes. Yeah, that's why he was late today. So if anyone wants to see it, it's on Facebook also. But thank you everybody for coming out. I don't have any updates. I'm kind of shocked that this meeting went by so fast. So
Councilman Wells?
Yes, so, Chief, thank you. I think Hector summed it up. You are a phenomenal leader, and it shows with your staff. And I think we made a great selection. I just appreciate you for stepping up because it's like you said, some big shoes to fill. We won't be hard on you. We know it's the word interim. So just thank you for being able to serve or taking us up on that offer. Thank you, Mr. Clark, for bringing her to us. I really appreciate that, and I think she'll do a great job as she have in the fire department. On Thursday, Miss Rochelle Dennis, oh my God. We had the most amazing job fair ever. And previous years, we've helped to employ hundreds of people. But I have not seen one like that. And I've been doing it for a few years. And so it just shows what we can do when we come together, what we can accomplish. And I thank you so much, Tanisha and Andre. Thank you all so much to our fire department, our police department, everybody, code compliance that came out, public work, all of our departments showed up and showed out. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I love to give back to my community. That is one of the best events. I know we all talk about Forest Park Day, but I love having an impact on people. And just a comment from this young lady that came up to me right when she walked in the door. She said, she started crying, and she said, I just want to thank you all for all that you do. I was just let go from my job on Monday, and I get on Facebook and I see this post about you all having a job fair, and I'm here and I'm so grateful. And we prayed together, we cried together. And that's the impact we have when we focus on what needs to be focused on. So I want to thank you so much, Ms. Dennis. You do it.
That's where they go.
Do the pictures. Oh, it's going. There you go. Yeah, so these are some of the pictures from the job fair. It was an amazing turnout. We had 400 people to register online. So we had the job fair on Thursday, Fun Friday on Friday, and then Forest Park Day on Saturday. The rain never stops a show. We like to bring the community together, and they don't care if rain, sleet, or snow, they're coming out. So this is Forest Park Day, where we had thousands of people to come out And we never had an incident. I need to knock on something. We've never had any incidents. So it was good to see some of our elected officials there. When you say Forest Park and we say One Forest Park, you expect to see everybody. But thank you, Councilman Gutierrez and Councilwoman Gunn, for coming out and showing the community that you are there for them. We had an amazing time. And all of our departments, waste management, the men and women of public works, Nigel, you are always phenomenal. Thank you so much for all that you do. Ms. Dixon and Andre, Director Maxwell, and the Police and Fire Department, like you all helped to bring Forest Park Day, make it one of the best. So I appreciate your support in everything that I do. And last but not least, Election Day is November the 4th. And so I just want to make sure that the people have the correct information. Someone came up today to City Hall and was not given the correct information. The early vote, nothing is going on. I just want to make it clear because the public need to know. We don't need to have, this is an important election, and we don't need to be giving out no misinformation. And so if it's not going to be at the gym, we shouldn't mention the gym. The people need to know where they are to go and vote. And yes, they will get the cards, but this is information given to a candidate that was actually qualifying, and it wasn't the correct information. So I want to make sure that we are knowledgeable when giving out information, so it doesn't make the city look bad. We went through it with the special election, and I don't want us to go through it again. But I do want you to know, if you have an issue with me, with any other elected official, if you feel they're not serving you well, we're not serving you well, you have a choice. And that choice is on November the 4th. Our city deserves the best leadership. We deserve people that are going to be there for us, people that don't have hidden agendas, and has one main focus, and that's to move our city forward and not just talk about it, but be about it. So make sure you all vote November the 4th. If you live in the city, if you know someone live in the city, make sure they are knowledgeable of who the candidates are so that we can hold them accountable. Thank you all so much and have a blessed night.
Councilman Mears?
Well, that's a lot.
I do a lot.
You do well.
Thank you.
I want to start at the top. I don't talk much, but I'm going to talk a little bit right now. I want to commend Mr. Clark. He brought us, I feel like, out of the darkness a little bit and got us to where we're at. And Ms. Clemens, Chief Clemens, you can wear those shoes well. I got the ultimate confidence in you and moving forward with the city. You got a lot of responsibility to keep up with, but you can do it. And I appreciate everybody coming. And in closing, we always have to respect and mention our elders and all that. So we're always glad to see sexy Willie Finch back there in the back. He's always here, and we're glad he shows up. And next to him, I guess I'm the oldest one in here, but that's all right. He's doing well. But thank y'all for coming. Good night.
All right, and there is one item I did omit, and so I'm going to ask the council for a motion to approve the temporary acquisition of certain real property located in Land Lot 79, 13th Land District of the City of Forest Park in Clayton County, Georgia, which is 798 Linda Way.
So moved.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second?
A second.
That was Councilman Mears. Is there any discussion? Ms. Randy?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Gunn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins-Wells.
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Councilwoman James, you want to close this out?
Yeah, just one thing. There were so many people at Forest Park Day. Councilwoman Wells, you didn't see me. I was there.
Oh, well, thank you.
I brought my grandbaby.
Thank
And I went over to the swing because there was a lot going on for her. But
I'm glad
it
you
was
came.
a successful event.
Thank you.
All right, meeting adjourned.